What is up, my dudes? I am here today not with a deck profile, but with a discussion video, being 3 ways to play Galaxy Eyes. I'm going to be talking about Pier, Dogma Warrior, and Mech Knights. I know some people will not know what Dogma Warrior is, so I'm going to start with it. I'm also going to show some, combo. This isn't, a massive deck profile. This is something that I'm not super big on because I feel like it loses to hand traps a bit more, and it also is kind of forced to play hand traps because if you get hand trapped, you don't have a lot of follow up plays. And I don't like playing hand traps in Galaxy Eyes because you need a lot of cards to do things. But 3 Dragon, 2 Glow because they're good together, 3 Brave because you need 2 Warriors, Knight because he's Knight, Soldier because he's for combo, free search, Soldier, Wizard for bad hands. Honestly, you could cut Wizard from this build completely. Orbital because search, free warrior, Vanisher because it's Vanisher, combo, Dogma engine I'll go into a bit. It just searches disruptions. This one searches a disruption. Well, it can search 2 different ones. Not on the same turn, but it has 2 options. This is a disruption that's a level 8 to summon, and Maximus is a level 8 to summon. And it could also get rid of your opponent's extra deck a little bit. Hand traps, Expedition for free uh, cards. 0 because it's part of combo. This makes Union Carrier. And also, why is this only a light monster? Yeah, light monster, so fun. Need your servant to go with the Dogma stuff. Trade in because you play level 8s, because you want to search a warrior. Draw cards, and punishment because of punishment. Frax check, it's double Soul Flare, Bujin Link to play red Nibiru, combo, only good rank 4 for the deck really. Photon Lord because of Photon Lord, good against spell stuff, I guess, if your opponent's playing Striker, but just a good rank 8. Outs, his protection and Outs Dragoons, Win Con, Poppy, then your 3 into your Servant sends, Omega, and also Maximus. Omega recycles cards, this pops a card, and this searches on the end phase. I think this build becomes a little bit cooler when we get the Stewed, because you can send a fat Galaxy Eyes Xyz, and you attach 2 Xyz from his card. Your opponent cannot target light monsters until with card effects. Then once returned during your standby phase, you return a rank 9 or lower Dragon Xyz from your graveyard to the extra deck. You can special summon that monster from your extra deck by using this phase card you control's materials. It can use some pretty interesting stuff. Not not a lot of great ones, of course, but let's just take a look at real quick at what fun cards we can use. Where's the dragon? One of these matter. Late. Late Xyz Dragon. So we got Blade, Cypher, of course this dude, Full Armor, Heretic King of Atom, which is interesting. A new Heretic we're getting. I think it's bad though. Yeah, it's targeting protection pretty much. You can make this dude, which is cool, but we can always make that dude. Neo Cypher for random Xyz matchups, I guess. Neo Photon. Hey, this is an easy way to make Neo Photon. Uh, you can make number 100. I forgot about that. Just slap this dude on top of it. Tachyon, Hopi, Dragulon. This thing. This thing. This thing's a mess. I would say detach 5. You can make Utopic a dragon. I haven't read this guy in so long. Once per turn, target a number monster in your graveyard, spell summon defense position, effects negated. During Eelper's turn, when a monster effect activates, the target's card detach me. Cool, so he reborns numbers, I guess. Attach, destroy all the monsters in the field. I guess you can make Thunder End, make Photon Burst, or 107. But yeah, that's what this guy can do for the deck. And the Deer Servant immediately just sends whatever one of these you want to make to the graveyard. You just make this dude, you detach, you sit on him, and then you, I guess, make a fat 100 on your next turn. Anyways, I'm going to go into a quick combo for the deck. I'm going to mainly go, I did not mean to have this. Top of deck. Top of deck. I'm also not the best at maneuvering dueling books. If anyone wants to tell me an easier way to do this type of stuff, that'd be very nice. So we'll just do Brave here, and then to show what the Dogma engine will pretty much do for it, I will add Nadir Servant. So this is, you mainly want to open these two. Well, not these specific two, but you want to open Vanisher for sure. And then any warrior that can really summon itself. And this will be the combo. First you will use Brave, Reveal Vanisher, summon Brave, or if it's Thrasher, you'll summon Thrasher, or whatever the warrior. You'll then special summon this dude, Effective Vanisher, add a copy of Photon Dragon to hand, and then you will link summon. With 2 warrior monsters, we make a Goki Extra Link, JK. Effective Assault on Summon to search a warrior monster. Here I'm just going to search another copy of Brave for next turn. And then you can use Assault's second effect, sending Galaxy Zero to Grave to special summon this Noble Knight. An effect of the Noble Knight dude, adding back Galaxy Zero to hand. And then, oh wow, these are both warrior monsters. 2 Grave to make Union Carrier. But they don't have to be same attributes, they can also be same types. Effective Union Carrier targeting himself to equip Orbital with spell traps. And then effective Orbital sending to Graveyard to add Soldier. Effective Soldier, discard Dragon, special summon Soldier, and effective Soldier to search Knight. I'm in need of a knight. I guess I'm blind. Oh, there he is. Here, you'll activate Zero, bring back any of them, it doesn't really matter. I'll just do Dragon. Doesn't matter because you're immediately just going to link off with them. For Soul Flare, effective Soul Flare, add back Orbital to hand. Normal summon Knight, because you have a normal summon turn. Effective Knight, special summon Dragon. Overlay for Lord. And that's what that does. It's a 2-card combo that leads into a, right now, a +3, but then on your opponent's turn, this is a search as well. So you can search a Photon Dragon, and then he'll be a discard to negate, not negate, a discard to pop a special summon monster. He will be a detached negate, and he has protection because he's a Photonist material. And you have these 2 for plays next turn, but if you also have additional Nadir Servant, you just use Nadir Servant at this point, sending Ash. Search for the level 4 Dogma. And then since, hey, there's a monster special in the extra deck, I will just special summon her. In effect, she adds a Dogma card, so here we'll add Punishment to hand. We'll set Punishment, and end phase, Ash will trigger to search a Dogma, so we'll search this boy. So now on your opponent's turn, you'll now have Lord as a negate, so opponent's turn effective Lord. You know, pop a special summon monster with Lord by just with Soul Flare by discarding Dragon. You now have Lord to detach for a negate. You have Punishment, which can send Entis to pop a card, or this will pop a card, or you can just send Omega, where you have a recycle for the for a card next turn. You have this, which is just, once again, if you control monsters, if there's a monster from the extra decks here, you just summon him, but he's also an effective alert. And if you didn't use Punishment at all, like say you just didn't need to break your opponent's, well, it's not break, but to stop your opponent from playing, you now have an additional level 8. So on your following turn, you just draw for turn, equip this to something, summon out, search Afterglow, summon Afterglow, over with this, attack, and equip Dragon. So it's a very combo heavy. This just isn't my favorite way to play Galaxy because I feel like it can brick a lot. And I feel like I think it's a little bit worse going second, because what you want to do going second with this is if your board gets broken, you go this, send Entis to pop a card, but it can't be the first thing you do because you're locked out of the extra deck if you do that, and Galaxy Eyes needs the extra deck. It's kind of like I like to say it's kind of like a gimmicky toolbox. Next, I'm going to talk about Mekk-Knight Galaxy. This is by far probably what I think the worst version of Galaxy is, just because I personally don't think the Mekk-Knights are good at all, but it is a variant of Galaxy that people do enjoy playing, so I thought I would talk about it for a bit. This is a pure blind second list. There's nothing else to it. So you play a Lightning Storm to blow up back row or try to destroy monsters. You play Dropless because Dropless outs monsters, but unlike Dark Ruler, it lets you do damage. It also has attack, so it's easy to OTK through it. The only hand traps I say are worth playing are Droll, just because, well, Droll stops the Diatron, not Diatron, yeah, Diatron. I keep getting Viltrol and Diatron mixed up. And then Gamma, because you can use it on either player's turn, and if you use it on your turn, you can either make Omega, Omega, Lord, Lambda, or a Union carry, which is really good. But the main focus of the deck is the Mekk-Knights. If you don't know what they do, Indigo Eclipse moves a Mekk-Knight once per turn. Purple Nightfall banishes a Mekk-Knight to search a Mekk-Knight. And Blue Sky searches Mekk-Knights equal to the number of cards in the opponent's column. And each of them has a condition where you can special summon if there's 2 cards in the same column. So yeah, they're practically free level 8s to summon, except for Blue Sky, who's level 5. So normally people like to play the Cyber Dragon Nova Infinity, but instead you can use Soldier and Blue Sky to make Pleiades, as he only takes 2 level 5 lights and he's a bounce, which I personally think is just a little bit better because of things like Edlich as well, where you can bounce their back row or a Golden Lord or whatever on the end phase. Also, I think this is the best variant of the deck that can play Zeus, because normally you want to end on like a very good rank 8, and you normally don't want to get that up, but here you can kind of afford to, because you already broken their board so much, you just make a Zeus and you can just win with the Zeus alone. Other than that, not too much to talk about. And then the pure build. This is the list I'm currently playing. I actually have a deck profile talking about it. This is not a full-on 100%. I love this list. This is just for testing right now. I've gone into it all in depth in a video. But I think pure is the best way to go, just because it can help play around things. It's good going first or second. Trance is good, really good at playing around things. And, well, with that, I also have a replay to show. In this replay, I am going against Prank Kids, and I am going second. So we'll let him do his thing, and then I will talk about what my thought process is. So this is why Link's playing Prank Kids, because he just summons this. And so I'm already knowing I'm playing around, let us do his thing real quick. Ooh, hold on me. I know what I'm going to be going against, at least a fusion monster. And Battle Butler just is a Raigeki. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, I know this is going to happen, and I just got to think about that real quick. And with it, I'm going, okay, so first I'm just going to do what I need to do. So somebody Thrasher and Vanisher. He hashes it, but I still add Dragon because I forgot right away, so I put the Dragon back. He now fusion summons, and there's the Battle Butler. And he summons a bunch of these little dudes. So here he uses the first Battle Butler to just destroy these two. He's going to banish his Link from Graveyard, and I'm thinking, okay, I now just need a way to get a level 8 Photon Engrave, which, why do we still only have 2 targets, being Photon Drag and Photon Caesar, and Caesar sucks, but Photon Sanctuary is a very good bait card. So I'm going to Sanctuary. I thought he was actually going to do it here, but he didn't. He let it go through. So I made Flare, and he droplets me here. And I'm a little bit upset, but Expedition, and I will have access to that level 8 Dragon I need. So then I can now Trance, summon back Dragon to summon Afterglow, and I now make Cypher, and then Cypher immediately into Blade, and I'm going to blade pop the monster. I also want to deal with the back row just to deal with the back row. So I'll make blade here, and I'll pop the back row, and then I'll clear his board. Because I just don't want him having access to a Prank Kids monster at all. And then I attack him. And then with that, oh, last guy misses. So then he passes, and I top deck Sanctuary. So Sanctuary, summon tokens, make Union Carrier, equip Orbital, banish Orbital, well, not banish Orbital, search Afterglow, summon Afterglow, and I'm going to make Prime. And then game 2, he makes me go first. Great game. But with that, that is everything I really wanted to talk about. I just wanted to get my thought out there about practically what this deck is best for. The last thing I really want to talk about as a small thing is a lot of people when we play 2 Photon Thrasher, I personally think 3 is better, and the Warrior Ligma build because you want to have access to 2 Warriors, and just in general because at least in my build, I want to get turbo out level 4s, and opening Thrasher is completely fine. If I open multiples, I just discard it off of Soldier or something, or like worst case scenario, if I don't want to discard Dragon, I use Flare to discard it. But like, I've never really bricked on playing 3 of these because it gets me bodies on board that I really want to have on board. And then for the warrior build, of course, you want to have access to as many warriors as you can. So 3 Thrasher in the warrior build I think is necessary because it's a free warrior without using a normal summon, as you want to save your normal summon for night. But with that, I do say, expect a lot more Galaxy Eyes videos. It's something I want to talk about, and eventually I'll also get onto the deck with Duel Links, as that's not a thing. But with that, that is all. Goodbye, my dudes.